Hey, hey, hey. Happy Friday. Whenever you're watching this, you guys, it's good to see you. You're going to need 2 blocks, a blanket, maybe a strap today. And we're going to focus our physical flow on the core, the mid body. So I know you're excited about that. And we'll start with a reclined meditation posture. So I want you to pick, you can come into knees bent, feet flat on the floor, head and shoulders resting on the mat, hands on the belly. You could open the knees and find a butterfly posture in that shape. You could just lie on your back and be in a Shavasana. It is your choice. I'm going to invite you to connect with your breath as we begin class today. We always do this. Finding that breath, connecting with it, feeling it move through your body. On this roller coaster of life, it is so helpful to have an accessible, mindful tool at our disposal at all times, and your breath is that. It is an anchor. So right now, find it, practice noticing it, full inhale through your nose, long exhale through your nose. See if you can find that gentle, short, tiny little pause between the inhale and the exhale. I'd encourage you in this full season that we are in, known as Advent, waiting time and preparation for Christmas, and all of the excitement and the wonder of this season. I'm going to invite you to really be mindful with your breath, not just today in our practice, but maybe before your next meal, you pause and breathe before you take a bite of your food. See if you can really practice giving attention to your breath, not only while you're on the mat, but as you're off the mat, whenever you need to anchor yourself and connect with your body, your breath, and your spirit, that spirit within you. Today's invitation, our theme for class, is a word that has risen up for me a lot lately, and that word is wonder. So you're still in this reclined posture, you're breathing in and out. I want you to see or think about the word wonder, W-O-N-D-E-R. What comes to mind when you hear that word, wonder? Continuing, centering yourself, staying present in your body, receiving this word, wonder. There are a few quotes I want to offer you, and then I want to share what I think about when I hear the word wonder lately. This one is from Ronald Reagan. There are no limits to growth because there are no limits of human intelligence, imagination, and wonder. Keep breathing, full deep breaths, and that breath in through the nose. Notice the pause. Exhale fully and completely. Abraham Joshua Heschel says this: wonder rather than doubt is the root of all knowledge. And this one from Charles Morgan: as knowledge increases, wonder deepens. As knowledge increases, wonder deepens. Breathe in and out wonder. Maybe you give wonder a color. Maybe you just see the word, but I want you to fill your whole body up with wonder. Inhale through the nose. Pause. Exhale your wonder. Wonder is childlike. Wonder is delightful. Wonder has been a tool for me lately when I don't understand things or when I'm frustrated by another person or a situation. I've begun to shift to this question of, I wonder why that happened that way. I wonder why she said that. Not I worry or I stress, but I wonder what was at the root of that for him. I wonder what God wants me to notice in this. Today, as we practice, I'm going to invite you to the breath and to wonder. So fill yourself with wonder as you breathe. Let it be an anchor, a question that draws you closer, a pondering that takes you deeper. We don't have to figure everything out. Okay, so let's wonder together. If you're on your back with your legs straight, go ahead and bend the knees. If the knees are bent, you're exactly where you need to be. Arms are by the sides, shoulders have a slight tuck. Begin to lift the hips toward the ceiling. Exhale, lower the hips down. Notice each vertebra lift up and down off the mat. If you'd like to add your arms on the next inhale, as you lift the hips, you'll lift the arms up and overhead. And as you exhale, you'll lower them back down. Try to use your core, the tops of your legs, lifting and lowering rather than pushing and squeezing with your bottom. I want you to think about lifting and lowering. Inhale and exhale. Take a few breaths, just flowing through that posture. And as you flow through this bridge, on this next exhale, hands come back by the side, hug the knees into the body, give yourself a nice little squeeze, and then rock side to side. The right knee is going to stay drawn into the body. With your core, extend your left leg, with your core engaged, extend your left leg and pull those left toes towards your face. So your left leg is hovering over the mat, not resting. Core is engaged, shoulders are on the earth, right knees drawn in, left toes are pulling up to the face. Nice full breaths in and out. When we engage the core, sometimes people struggle with still breathing. So please make sure that even though your belly is working here, it is still letting the breath flow through you. Excellent. Swap legs. The left knee comes into the chest. Right leg is extended long. Pull the right toes in toward the face. The right leg hovers over the mat. Full deep breaths in and out. Core is working. Thigh is engaged. Shoulders are on the mat. Back of the head is on the mat. Now we've held both of these postures. We're going to start flowing between them. So just shift from one leg extended to the other leg extended, opposite leg draws in. Keep the hovered leg lifted and then just swap side to side. Good. Excuse me. This weather up and down is inviting some stuff in the back of my throat. So forgive my throat clearing. Just a few more of these. I wonder if you're feeling this in your core yet. Take a few breaths, move back and forth. And on this next right knee drawn in, we'll pause there, lower the left leg all the way to the mat. Right leg pulls across the body to the left. So as you twist to the left, keep that right shoulder down on the mat, maybe extend through your right arm. With this twist, open through that right side body, find the fullness of your breath. Then hug back through center, hug both knees in. Left knee stays in to the chest, right leg is nice and long. Pull that left leg across the body, twisting to the right. Right hip is on the ground, left arm is extended, gaze could come over that left arm. So just opening up with this nice gentle twisting after we engage the core some. We're gonna flow a little on the floor and then do some core work, both seated and standing, and followed by some yin poses at the end of class today. So a little bit of everything, variety. From here, you'll come back through to center, hug the knees into the chest, give yourself a nice little squeeze. Then reaching the legs up toward the ceiling, arms are on the mat. We're gonna find some childlike wonder. Start to ride your bicycle. You might have done this when you were a kid on your back, and just move those legs as if you're pedaling, pedaling, pedaling. I like to keep the toes pulled in toward the body, in toward the face, I should say. You could also practice this toes pulled in as you pull down, and then, or as you press up, and then as you pull down, point your toe. So when the feet go up, the toes are toward the face, and as you pull the leg down, you point your toe. Notice how that feels. You may have to slow down and find that action. Keep breathing. Now, you're going to change the direction of your bicycle. So whichever direction you're going, you're going to change the direction of your bicycle. This time your toes are pointed as they go up, and as they come down, the toes are drawn into the face. Good. I wonder if you have fond memories of fun little things like this on the floor when you were a kid. I remember my sister and I used to fly each other. You know, you'd get down and have one person on the floor and the other would be on their belly on the feet and just fly. So ponder what you remember from your childhood days of playing and moving the body. Now hug the knees in, give yourself a nice little squeeze, and we're gonna rock up and over onto the knees. So you can either roll off to the side and press up, or that rocking horse all the way up and over. You might wish to have blanket underneath the knees for this one. I told you to bring a blanket and I clearly forgot mine. So with hands underneath shoulders, knees are underneath hips, drop the heart, lift the gaze to find your cow. Round the back, drop the head, tailbone, cat. Move through those two just a couple of times. Next, we're going to extend the right leg long behind us, lift up into our cow shape, and then draw the right knee in, pull the head toward the knee as you make the back cat shape. So flowing here, moving between these two postures. Right knee comes to the mat, left leg extends long behind you, and then draw it in. Extend, draw it in. Good. Now to this next one, both knees come to the mat. Walk your hands a little bit forward and shift into a modified plank. So you're just going to drop the bottom down, hug the elbows in, lower all the way through. Heart lifts for a cobra, press up and back, child's pose. Take 3 breaths. Breathing in wonder, curiosity. You'll shift your body forward, modified plank, lower down as we flow through, lift the heart, press back into child's pose. I want you to do this at your pace. So if you would like to do this quickly, you're going to move through it more quickly, 1 breath per movement. If you'd like to move slowly, you're going to take your time Be really conscious of your movements and breathe. So from child's pose to modified plank, lower through, heartless for a cobra, press back to child's pose. Repeat that just a few more times. After this next flow, you'll meet in child's pose. Bring the knees together this time, and we're going to round over the knees together. Hands come behind you. Clasp your hands either at the low back or press your hands up toward the ceiling. Excuse me. My palms tend to spread when I push my hands up toward the ceiling. So it's really up to you. If you can keep that clasp and press the arms up, you can do that, but be careful not to hyperextend the elbows. So if you keep the palms closer together, that keeps your elbows a little safer, but you may not be able to go as high, and that's perfectly fine. From here, you'll lower those hands, bring the hands underneath the shoulders, and we're going to step up into a down dog. So tuck the toes, lift the knees off the mat, find your down dog. And then walking your feet towards your hands, forward fold. Lift halfway, straighten through the crown of the head. Exhale, fold forward. And then inhale, reach to the sky, arms up and overhead, and then hands to heart center prayer. Great. From here, right foot stays forward. Step your left foot back, warrior two. Flip that front palm and reach up and back, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. Good. Rise back up, warrior two. Reverse, side angle. Warrior two. Reverse, side angle. One more time. Warrior two. Reverse, side angle. Rise back up to standing. We're going to shift the back foot in, hips come forward, stance adjust to find your warrior one. Arms reach up and overhead. And then with these arms, we're going to flow. Sweep the arms back, hover that belly over the right thigh. Good. Now sweep the arms back up. Inhale. Exhale, fold over that right thigh. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, sweep those arms back. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, sweep those arms back. Good, do that 2 more times. And knowing this is your practice. So if your body says, no, I'm not folding all the way forward, you can simply bring those arms back, lift them up. This is your practice, your body. After this next flow, reach those arms up and overhead. Step the back foot up to meet the front foot. Reach toward the sky, and then exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, reach to the sky. Big breath in. Exhale, hands to heart center. Step your right foot back. Warrior two. Arms extend long to the front and back of the mat. Flip that front palm, reach up, reverse warrior. Side angle. Great. Warrior two, reverse, side angle. Warrior two, reverse, side angle. Great. Breathe, move, wonder. Awesome. Last one, warrior two, reverse side angle. Rise back up to standing, hips shift forward, back foot turns in. Find your warrior one. Arms come up and overhead. Shoulders are away from those ears. Exhale, sweep the arms back. Fold that core over that left thigh. Reach up. Remember, if this is too much, you modify it. You make it yours today. Or if you practice this more than once this week, maybe the first time you do it one way and the second time you do it another way. Be kind to your body. Be open to wonder. All right, rise those all the way up, lift those arms up and overhead with control, with core engaged. Step the back foot up to meet the front foot. Exhale, fold over those legs. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen long flat back. Exhale, fold forward, bring the left hand to your right ankle, reach your right arm to the sky for a twist. Release, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward, right hand to left ankle or shin, left arm to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, reach, 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 reach. Exhale, hand start, center at prayer. Excellent. From here, hands to the low back. Feet are nice and grounded under those hips. Elbows draw together. Heart lifts, gaze lifts. Shoulder blades are drawing together. Standing camel, hips shift slightly forward. Full breath in and out. Good. Now release. Drop the chin to the chest. Let the arms hang by the side. Inhale, reach arms up and overhead. Right arm underneath left arm for eagle arms. Sink down into chair pose. Option one, both feet stay on the ground. Option two, right leg goes over left leg. Sink down into your eagle. Lift those elbows. Oops, sometimes, there we go. Sometimes you need a toe on the ground. Lift those elbows, reach, reach, reach. Now, uncross the legs. If you cross them, reach the arms up and over. Grab your left wrist and pull across to the right as you drop your left hip just slightly to the left. Back through standing, reach to the sky. Left arm comes under right arm. Elbows lift, hips sink. Option one, both feet stay on the ground. Option two, left leg crosses over right leg. Drop the hips, lift the elbows. Good. Breathe. Wonder. Be. I wonder who came up with this pose. Take a full breath in and out. Unwind, reach the arms to the sky. Big breath in. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise to the sky. Good. We're going to come back down to our bellies. So if you're not at the top of your mat, find the top of your mat, plant those hands on the floor, step your feet back, plank. Knees can be up or down, lower all the way through to the earth. Heart lifts for a cobra. And then press back into your child's pose. Coming up onto those knees. We played with this variation, I think it was last week, maybe it was 2 weeks ago. I've been teaching camel options. So maybe you've done this with me, maybe you haven't, but your blocks can be right outside your heels. Option one, hands will stay at the low back. Draw the elbows together, hips shift forward, heart lifts, gaze lifts, breathe. Release, drop the head toward the chest, let the arms hang. Lift the gaze. Now, you can do that same Pose again with the hands at the low back, or this time, take the hands to the blocks. Lift the heart, hold the blocks, feel the thighs engaging, feel the core working, feel the heart opening. Nice. One more full breath in and out. Release, rise up, drop your chin toward your chest. Option 3, tuck those toes. So either version, you can stay up high, hands to that low back. You can reach back for the blocks, or you can try to reach back for your heels, lift through your heart and breathe. Be where you are. Good. Press up. And we're going to come to seated on the mat. Well, actually, I should have counterposed. Drop your chin to your chest, one ear to your shoulder, opposite ear to your shoulder. Good. It just gives us a little reset between the postures. All the way to the earth, seated. Knees are bent, feet are flat on the floor. Option. Hands can stay behind the thighs or fingertips on the ground. Feet could stay right here if that's where you need to be today. Or shift the hips back, lift the legs off the earth. They can be parallel or straight. Notice how when I straighten my legs, though, I kind of round in. I have really tight hamstrings. So a leg straight boat for me isn't super great for the rest of my body. So legs parallel to the earth is a little healthier for my back. Extend the arms long, or hands behind the legs, or fingertips on the earth. Notice your core. Are you breathing? Your core is engaged. Be here. You got it. Pull deep breaths in and out. Can you give me just a few more breaths? I wonder how long Whitney is going to make us stay here. In and out, in and out. Be here now. Wonder and breathe. And then lower the feet. Take the knees wide, the soles of the feet together. So butterfly posture in the low body. And then just fold over those legs. Find your breath. From here, you'll rise up. Keep that left knee out. You can bring that left ankle in a little more toward your groin, and then draw the right foot behind you. So right knee is bent, right foot is behind you. Walk the hands to face that left thigh, and then walk those arms out and fold over this left thigh. If you have a block or a bolster or a blanket and you want it under you, you can use that here. Otherwise, just fold over the leg. We won't be here as long as we are like in a long held yin class. Like get a little taste of yinish pose here to fold in after that core work. Take a full breath in and out. Rise up to seated. Extend your right leg long in front of you, and then fold over your right leg. Rise up. Bring the left foot in toward the groin. I'm sorry, the right foot in toward the groin, the left foot behind you. Core lines up over that right thigh. Walk the hands out over that right leg. Lower all the way down to the earth. Fold over this right leg using props or just arms. Breathe in and out. Press yourself all the way up. From here, you're going to straighten that left leg in front of you. Keep that right foot at the thigh and then fold over that left leg. So as I practice shifting my questions to wonder, every time I start to worry, I try to take the worry and swap it over to wonder. So not, oh, I'm going to worry if I'm going to get that done in time, or I'm going to worry because I still haven't decorated my tree. Nope. Instead, I'm going to wonder. I'm going to wonder, when am I going to feel just the nudge to decorate my tree? I'm going to wonder if my son and husband will listen when I ask them, I'd really love for you to do it with me, so I don't have to do it by myself. I'm not going to worry. I'm going to wonder, will you join me? Rise all the way up. Bring both feet together again, butterfly. So option one, grab those ankles, sit up nice and tall. We've done several forward folds now, so it might feel good for you to have a long spine. But if you're really craving folding in one more time, just fold your body in over those legs, let the head hang, breathe. Good, now pressing all the way back up. You might want your blanket under your knees for this one. Hands are, right hand is underneath the face, right knee is on the mat. Take the left toes back behind you, reach up through that left arm, modified side plank. So 3 choices. Here's the first one, stay here and breathe. Option 2, lift that left foot, stay here and breathe. Option 3, bend your left knee, reach for your left foot or ankle, press your left leg into that left hand. Good. Excellent. From here, release, left hand to the mat, drop the knees back or drop the hips back toward the feet. Nice child's pose, full breath in, breathe in, wonder. Long breath out. Good. Rise back up to your tabletop. Left hands under the face, left knees on the mat. Right toes long behind you, right arm reaches to the sky. Good. Option 1, breathe here and wonder. Option 2, lift that right foot, reach in each direction. Beautiful. You are grounded, you are balancing, you are using your core, you are breathing. Option 3, bend your right knee, reach back for that foot or ankle, press the foot into the hand. Nice. Breathe and wonder. Release, bring that hand down to the mat, hips back toward heels. Option, hands can come back to the feet, or they can be long in front of you in child's pose. Take 3 to 5 breaths of wonder right here. When you are ready, you will slide forward on your belly. First, find a Sphinx pose. Forearms are on the mat, legs are long, hands are pressing into the earth. You're reaching through the crown of your head. Option 1, stay here. Option 2, hands wide, elbows straighten. Feel this back bend deepen just a bit. Lower all the way to the earth. Arms come long by the side. One ear comes to the mat. As you lift up with your next breath, you lift through the head, the heart, the arms, the legs, the pelvis, and the belly are on the mat, but the rest of you is lifted, reaching. Good. Full breath in and out. Feel your body move off the ground. Because you're breathing, there's movement happening. Lower all the way to the earth, opposite ear to the mat. Take a full breath in and out. And then lift up, reach through that head, reach through those arms, reach through those legs. Breathe in and out, in and out. Excellent. Lower all the way down. This next posture is where you might want your strap. We're going to find our bow pose. So bend the knees, reach back for the ankles. If your hands do not make contact with your ankles, you'll use your strap, wrap the strap around the ankles, hold the sides of the strap. Then push the feet away, lift the heart, breathe. Your core is on the mat. You are breathing, so there should be a slight bit of movement here. It's almost a little rocking horse effect. Good. Release the feet, lower all the way down. Take one ear to the mat, find your breath. Breathe in and out, wonder, curiosity. This time we're going to repeat bow pose, and I want to nudge you to think about your knees staying drawn in, not going wide to the edges of the mat, okay? So bend the knees, reach back for the feet. Notice the knees and try to keep them hugged into the center line, not wide to the edges of the mat. Press the feet into the hands, lift the heart or the strap. Feel that little movement. Good. Release back to the earth, lower those legs, press the hands into the mat, push back, hips to meet heels, knees together, feet together, hands by the feet. So that mecha version of child's pose. Option one is you stay here. Option two, begin to roll from the forehead to the top of the skull, lifting the hips up, keeping the hands at the ankles. Wrap it. Lower all the way down and back. Press your hands into the mat and slowly lift all the way up. Nice. Bring the hands to the low back. If this is too much to stay in your thunderbolt on the knees, just grab that block, place it between the heels. Hands come to the low back. Lift your heart, lift your gaze. Release your chin, drop the arms by the side. And then right ear moves to the right shoulder. Reach through your left fingertips, make your left arm long. Then opposite side, left ear to left shoulder, reach through your right fingertips, make your right arm long. Good. Back through center with the head. Inhale, reach the arms up and overhead. Then we're going to twist to the right. So when you twist, you exhale, open your arms, twist to the right. If this is too much on your knees, you could absolutely come cross-legged, easy seat. Okay? Inhale, reach up. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, twist to the right. Let's see where we're headed. Do this just a few more times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more on each side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Pressing off the block, coming onto your back, but keeping that block close. Lower all the way down to the mat. And then take the block, press your hips up off of the mat, slide the block under that sacrum for your bridge, the supported bridge. So first option is to stay here in supported bridge. If you would like to lift the legs, that's my invitation for you next. Reach the feet toward the ceiling and then pull the toes toward the face. Be here and breathe. See if you can really be curious about what's happening in your body right now. So we've lifted the heart just slightly above the head to increase circulation, blood flow. It's good for our brains, our hearts, to swap that around and have your heart above your head every once in a while, even if it's just a tiny little bit, still helps. We're also increasing circulation with those legs and feet because we're draining the stress and the fatigue and sometimes extra fluid from the ankles and the legs, and just letting it sink down, down, down the legs, drip right out of your hips into the floor. We don't have to know everything about yoga. Goodness, there's too much to know, or the body. I'm a lifelong learner. I've just finished, I think I told y'all, my next level of yoga teacher training, which has been great. I've learned a lot, but it's made me wonder about more. It made me wonder about what I still have to learn. So wonder, I think, keeps us alive. It keeps us going. It keeps us wanting. It keeps us discovering. When you're ready, you'll lower the feet to the mat. Option 1, stay in your bridge. Just feel the sensation shift in the legs. You might even feel a little tingling or a blood flow change in the feet when they come back down to the mat. Option 2, straighten the legs into this yin-ish version of this posture, which is sometimes called canoe. You could take your arms up and over your head if that feels okay to your low back. If it does not, bend your knees, put your feet back on the floor. What do you wonder about? And how can you wonder more? Good. Bring those hands by your side, bend the knees, slowly lift the hips off the block, and then lower the hips all the way down to the earth. Hug the knees into the body, rock gently side to side. Now from here, we're gonna we found this at the start of class, but we're gonna find the bicycle again. So lift your legs, pull the toes to the face, and then just bicycle those feet, those legs. And if you wanna engage the feet by toes to the face when they go up, toes point when they come down, you can. If not, if that's too much, don't worry about it. Just move, breathe, wonder. Change the bicycle direction. Great. Bring both feet to the mat. Take the knees wide. Drop the knees to the left, right. Windshield wiper side to side. Bring the soles of your feet together. Take the knees wide into a butterfly. Hands can be on the belly, checking in with the breath, one option. Hands could be at the hip creases, inviting a little letting go. You could bring your arms in a cactus. Now just be here and breathe. Let your breath be an anchor. Let wonder fill you. What do you wonder about? How can wonder shape and change your day today and tomorrow and the next day? If we choose wonder over I've got it all figured out, I think it keeps us more alive. It keeps us more adaptable. It keeps us more open. Just a few more breaths right here. And then slowly, when you're ready, lift one knee and then the other knee and then roll over and up. Next, let's go ahead and bend that left knee. Take your right arm around your left knee, bring your left fingertips behind you, make your spine long, and then moving through your heart space, twist to the left, draw your gaze over that left shoulder. Unwind, open the left knee out, but keep the sole of that foot on the inside of the thigh, fold over your right leg. Breathe and wonder. Come all the way up. Bend the right knee. Twisting to the right, right fingertips behind you. Left arm can be around the leg or on the inside of it. Think about opening through your heart space for the twist. Gaze over that right shoulder. Breathe in and out right here. Good. Unwind. Right knee opens. Right foot stays where it is. Fold over that left leg. Come up to seated. Stretch both legs forward. Bring your fingertips on the mat behind you or hands on the mat behind you. Fingertips can be forward or back, your choice. If this incline plank is too much or isn't right for your body today, you're going to bend your knees and come up into reverse tabletop. So choices are reverse tabletop, or legs can be long, reverse plank. Lift the hips, lift the gaze, lift the heart. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Lower the hips. We're going to fold in. So you can simply fold over those legs. If you've got a chair close by or a bolster and you want to prop yourself up to fold, you can absolutely do this. So I want you to get comfortable with discovering different ways to fold in. If just going close to the legs is way too much, this feels really nice. You can also just do this anytime, anywhere you've got a chair. And if using the props or the chair is not quite right and you want to go deeper, just fold over those legs. If you find you need to go even deeper, you could put a block underneath your feet and grab the block. I don't have that challenge with short arms and tight hamstrings, but all our bodies are different. Breathe, breathe, breathe in your forward fold. Be right here. Wonder. Come all the way up. We're going to lie back again. Bend the knees. Lift your right leg, cross it over your left leg. So we're in twisted roots here. Okay, right leg is over left leg. It's like you're crossed in a chair. Arms are out to the side into a T or a cactus. Drop the legs to the left. If you find the twist is too much, just untwist. Feel the opening in your twist through your chest. By crossing the legs, you should feel your twist a little deeper than the twist we took earlier. And after really doing so much with our core today, twist should feel nice. Breathe and wonder. How can you change your worry to wonder this season? How can you let go of figuring it out and wonder instead? That's our invitation and meditation today. Slowly draw those knees back through center, untwist, hug, rock side to side as you choose. And then left leg crosses over right leg. So twisted roots, arms to your cactus, drop to the right. Maybe gaze goes to the left. Feel that opening through your chest, that nice twist. Hip, core, side body. What are you wondering right now? Come back through center, hug your knees. And then I want you to see if there's a pose that your body wants to take. Maybe a happy baby, maybe a reclined staff. Maybe if you have a plow in your practice, you lift your legs up and overhead. Whatever pose feels right, take that. And then we're going to shift our shapes into Shavasana. So find the way you would like to rest. If you have a chair close and you want to put the legs up the chair, go for it. You can put the legs up the wall. You can let the legs be long, shoulders rest, maybe a blanket under the knees or under the neck. Take a moment now and get even more comfortable, 10% more comfortable. Slide the flesh out from under your bottom. Settle your shoulders down a little bit more. Nice. Now, soften the back side of your body into the mat. Release all 10 of your toes. Relax the bottoms of your feet. Soften the tops of your feet. Soften and relax the legs, the knees, the thighs, the bottom and the hips. Relax your belly and core. Soften your heart space. Relax your shoulders, your upper arms, elbows, lower arms. Relax your palms. Relax the top of your hands. Relax your fingers, all 10 of your fingers. Soften your throat, your jaw. Soften your cheeks and your nose. Relax the tongue in your mouth. Relax the eyes and their sockets. Relax your forehead, your ears. Release and relax the back of your skull. Soften every part of your body. This place of stillness. Feel the breath just moving naturally without effort. And imagine that you're seeing yourself right now, resting, lying on this mat. Maybe there's noise and distraction around you. Maybe it's quiet. But as you see your body, you see a rested, whole person filled with wonder. Take a full breath in and a nice long breath out. Do that again. If you're in a place where you can really sigh your breath out, I'm going to encourage you to do that. So inhale through your nose and then see if you can sigh it out through your mouth. One more time. Inhale through your nose. Good. Slowly roll over to your side and notice how your body feels before you press up to seated. Just notice. Eyes can remain softly closed or just gently softened as you press up to seated. Find any seated posture. If you want to find that prayer mudra with your hands at heart center, you can bring your hands to prayer. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your nose. There are no great limits to growth because there are no limits of human intelligence, imagination, and wonder. May you be filled with wonder this Advent season. Notice and discover wonder all around you. Amen and namaste. May peace be with you each. Thank you. Thank you for sharing your practice with us. It's such a privilege. You may notice on the schedule coming up that for the 2 Fridays before the holidays, both Christmas Day and New Year's Day, your class is going to be recorded. That's for most of you, that won't matter because most of you watch the recording anyway, but there won't be a live session on those 2 dates. It will only be a recorded class. So once you log in to register for it, once I add it to the system, you'll be able to watch it for that next week. All right, just wanted to share that little update with you before I forgot. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day and that you are truly filled with wonder. Thanks for sharing your practice with us. Have a great week.